Hello, good evening. Good evening, and welcome to Read with Chide this evening. Um, Apologies if I sound kind of off. I've not been feeling too well. I guess the medication is really um, showing up its side effects today. Um, yeah, I really didn't want to have a missed day today, is why I am live. So ignore the iPads and the sound of my don't ignore the sound of my voice. Um, let's pay attention to the reading of the Bible aside everything else, or above everything else tonight. But welcome to Read with Chide, day 52. I think it's very interesting that we've crossed 50 days and we're now on day 52. Um, yeah, I'm excited, even though my face is hiding that excitement. Um, yeah, so we are going to get right into it, but do not forget as you join, do well to drop a comment, your thoughts, as we read the Bible, and your questions, whatever you goes through your mind while we read, feel free to drop them. And do well to share this link with your friends, your loved ones, share on your WhatsApp, share on your Instagram, share on your Facebook, everywhere you have a following, so that as many people as possible will read the Bible with us. Getting straight into it. So today we are starting the book of Numbers, and I will just go ahead and read a brief introduction to the book before I go ahead and start reading. So we're reading tonight Numbers 1 and 2, as well as Mark chapter 3. Um, so Christian scholars have traditionally held that Moses was the author of the Pentateuch, which includes the book of Numbers. As with the other books in the Pentateuch, Numbers is anonymous, but Moses is a central character throughout. Moses kept a journal, and the phrase, the Lord spake unto Moses, is used 31 times in this book. It is possible that a few portions were later added by scribes, such as the reference to Moses' humility in chapter 12 and the reference to the book of the wars of the Lord. Moses remains the primary writer. Numbers continues the historical narrative begun in Exodus. It picks up 1 month after the close of Exodus, which is about 1 year after the Israelites departed from Egypt. Numbers covers the remaining 39 years of the Israelites' stay in the wilderness, from Sinai to Kadesh, and finally to the plains on the eastern side of the Jordan River. Numbers shows us how God responded to the unbelief of the Israelites. There are consequences to our disobedience, but God's grace remains, and his redemptive plan and desire for us will not be stopped. The book the book of Numbers underscores for us the importance of obedience in the life of a Christian, and Paul reminded us of the value of learning from the way God has worked in the past in Romans chapter 15 and First Corinthians 10, where he referenced the book of Numbers. Um, yeah, Numbers reflects the challenging message of faithfulness. The book consists of 7 cycles of material with the repetition of the following types of material. One, a statement of the historical setting. Two, reference to the 12 tribes of Israel and their respective leaders. Three, matters related to the priests and Levites. Four, laws for defining the nature of the faithful community. This book of the law is primarily narrative with portions of case law interwoven into a vibrant literary fabric. Now, getting into the meat of the matter. Numbers chapter 1, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of the congregation, on the first day of the second month, in the second year, after that they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by their polls, from 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel. Thou and Aaron shall number them by their armies. And with you there shall be a man of every tribe, every one head of the house of his fathers. Excuse me. And these are the names of the men that shall stand with you of the tribe of Reuben, Elizur, the son of Shedor; of Simeon, Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai; of Judah, Nashon, the son of Amminadab; of Issachar, Nathaniel, the son of Zoar; of Zebulun, Eliab, the son of Helon; of the children of Joseph; of Ephraim, Elishama, the son of Ammihud; of Manasseh, Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur. Are there two people representing Joseph? Of Benjamin, Abidan the son of Gideoni; of Dan, Ahiezer the son of Ammishaddai; of Asher, Pagiel the son of Okran; of Gad, Eliasaph the son of Doel; of Naphtali, Ahira the son of Enan. These are the renowned of the congregation, princes of the tribes of their fathers, heads of thousands in Israel. And Moses and Aaron took these men, which are expressed by their names, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward by their polls, as the Lord commanded Moses, so he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai. And the children of Reuben, Israel's eldest son, by their generation after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names by their polls, every male from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Reuben, were 46,500. One of the children of Simeon by their generation of the children of Simeon by their generation by the generations after their families by the house of their fathers, those that were numbered of them according to the number of the names by their polls, every male from 20 years and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Simeon, were 50 and 9,300. Of the children of Gad by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war. Those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Gad, were 40, excuse me, were 40 and 5,650. Of the children of Judah by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Judah, were 314,600. Of the children of Issachar by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Issachar, were 54,400. Of the children of Zebulun by their generations, from their after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Zebulun were 57,400. Of the children of Joseph, namely of the children of Ephraim, by their by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, by 20 years, or from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Ephraim, were 40,500. Of the children of Manasseh by their generations, after their families, by the names of their fathers, according to the number of names, that from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered from even of the tribe of Manasseh, were 30 and 2,200. Of the children of Benjamin by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years and upward, and all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Benjamin, were 30 and 5,400. Of the children of Dan by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Dan, were 62,700. Of the children of Asher by their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of of the names that from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Asher, were 40 and 1,500. Of the children of Naphtali throughout their generations, after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the numbers of the names from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war, those that were numbered of them, even of the tribe of Naphtali, were 50 and 3,400. These are those that were numbered, and that these were those that were numbered, which Moses and Aaron numbered, and the princes of Israel, being 12 men, each one from the house of his father. So were all those that were numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers, from 20 years old and upward, all that were able to go forth to war in Israel. Even all that were numbered were 600,000 and 3,550. For the Levites, after the tribe of their fathers, were not numbered among them. For the Lord had spoken unto Moses, saying, Only thou shalt not number the tribe of Levi, neither shalt neither take the sum of them after the children of Israel. Maybe that's why they had two princes from Joseph to complement, to keep it at 12. But verse 50, but thou shalt appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of the testimony, and over all the vessels thereof, and over all things that belong to it. They shall bear the tabernacle and all the vessels thereof, and they shall minister unto it, and shall encamp round about the tabernacle. And when the tabernacle setteth forth, the Levites, the Levites shall take it down, and when the tabernacle is to be pitched, the Levites shall set it up, and the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death. And the children of Israel shall pitch their tents, every man by his own camp, and every man by his own standard, and every man by his own standard throughout their hosts. For the Levites shall pitch round about the tabernacle of testimony, that there be no wrath upon the congregation of the children of Israel. And the Levites shall keep the charge of the tabernacle of testimony. And the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. So did they. Numbers chapter 2, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, Every man of the children of Israel shall pitch by his own standard with the ensign of their father's house. Far off after the tabernacle of the congregation shall they pitch. And on the east side toward the rising of the sun shall they by of the standard of the camp of Judah pitch throughout their armies, and Nashon the son of Amminadab shall be captain of the children of Judah, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them, were 314,600. And those that do pitch next unto him shall be the tribe of Issachar. And Nathaniel the son of Zoar shall be captain of the children of Issachar. And his host and those that were numbered thereof were 54,400. Then the tribe of Zebulun, and Eliab the son of Helon shall be captain of the children of Zebulun, and his host, and those that were numbered thereof were 57,400. All that were numbered in the camp of Judah were 100,000 and fourscore thousand and 600 and 400 throughout the armies. These shall first set forth. On the south side shall be On the south side shall be the standard of the camp of Reuben, according to their numbers, and the captain of the children of Reuben shall be Elizur, the son of Shedeur, and his host and those that were numbered thereof were 46,500. And those which pitched by him shall be the tribe of Simeon, and the captain of the children of Simeon shall be Shelumiel, the son of Zurishaddai, and his host, and those that were numbered of him were 59,300. And the tribe of Gad, and the captain of the sons of Gad shall be Eliasaph, the son of Ruel, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 45,650. All that were numbered in the camp of Reuben were 100,050 and 1,450 throughout their armies, and they shall set forth in the second rank. Then the tabernacle of the congregation shall set forth in the camp of the Levites in the midst of the camp as they encamp. So shall they set forth. So shall they set forward every man in his place by their standards. On the west side shall be the standard of the camp of Ephraim, according to their armies, and the captain of the sons of Ephraim shall be Elishama, the son of Ammihud, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them were 40,500. And by him shall be the tribe of Manasseh. And the captain of the children of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel, the son of Pedazur, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them were 30 and 2,200. Then the tribe of Benjamin, and the captain of the sons of Benjamin shall be Abidan, and the son of Gideoni, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them were 30 and 5,400. All that were numbered of the camp of Ephraim were 100,000 and 8,000, and 100 throughout their armies, and they shall go forth in the third rank. The standard of the camp of Dan shall be on the north side by their armies, and the captain of the children of Dan shall be Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 62,700. And those that encamped by him shall be of the tribe of Asher, and the captain of the children of Asher shall be Pagiel, the son of Okran, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 40 and 1,500. Then the tribe of Naphtali, and the captain of the children of Naphtali shall be Ahira, the son of Enan, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 50 and 3,400. And they that were numbered in the camp of Dan were 100,050 and 7,600. They shall go hindmost with their standard. These are those which were numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers. All those that were numbered of the camps throughout their hosts were 600,000 and 3,550. But the Levites were not numbered among the children of Israel as the Lord commanded Moses. And the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses, so that so they pitched by their standards, so that they set forward everyone after their family according to the house of their fathers. Moving quickly to the book of Mark, and we're reading chapter 3 of this book. You know, seeing how Mark, went very straight to the point from chapter 1, you would understand why the book of Mark is not so long, right? Matthew is literally 28 chapters. Matthew, which we just finished, and then Mark comes, and Mark is what, 10 chapters, I think. Okay. Mark is 16 chapters. Yes, Mark 16 something, yes. Mark is 16 chapters. Getting right to it. Mark chapter 3, verse 1. And he entered again into the synagogue, and was and there was a man there which had a withered hand. And they watched him whether he would heal on the Sabbath day, that they might accuse him. These people are steady missing the point. Verse 3. And he said unto the man which had the withered hand, Stand forth. And he said unto him, Is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath day, or to do evil, to save life, or to kill? But they held their peace. And when he had looked round about on them with anger, being grieved for the hardness of their hearts, being grieved for the hardness of their hearts, he said unto the man, Stretch forth thine hand. And he stretched it out, and his hand was restored whole as the other. And the Pharisees went forth and straightway took counsel with the Herodians against him, how they might destroy him. But Jesus withdrew himself with his disciples to the sea, and a great multitude from Galilee followed him, and from Judea, and from Jerusalem, and from Idumea, and from beyond Jordan. And they about Tyre and Sidon, a great multitude, when they had heard what great things he did, came unto him. And he spake to his disciples that a small ship should wait on him because of the multitude, lest they should throng him. For he had healed many, insomuch that they pressed upon him for to touch him. And as many as had faith, and unclean spirits, when they saw him, fell down before him and cried, saying, Thou art the Son of God. And he straitly charged them that they should not make him known. And he goeth up into a mountain, and calleth unto him whom he would, and they came unto him. And he ordained 12, that they should be with him, and that he might send them forth to preach, and to have power to heal sicknesses, and to cast out devils. And Simon he surnamed Peter, and James the son of Zebedee, and John the brother of James, and he surnamed them Boanerges, which is the sons of thunder, and Andrew, and Philip, and Bartholomew, and Matthew, and Thomas, and James, the son of Alphaeus, and Thaddeus, and Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, which also betrayed him. And they went into an house. And the multitude cometh together again, so that they could not so much as eat bread. And when his friends heard of it, they went out to lay hold on them, and they said, He is beside himself. And the scribes which came from Jerusalem said, He hath Beelzebub, and by the prince of the devils casted he out devils. And he called them unto him, and said unto them in parables, How can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. Verily I say unto you, all sins shall be forgiven unto the sons of men, and blasphemies wherewithsoever they shall blaspheme. But he that shall blaspheme against the Holy Ghost hath never forgiveness, but is in danger of eternal damnation, because they said he hath an unclean spirit. There came then his brethren and his mother, and standing outside, sent unto him, calling him. And the multitude sat about him, and they said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren without seek for thee. And he answered them, saying, Who is my mother and my brethren? And he looked round about on them which sat about him, and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. Or whosoever shall do the will of God, the same is my brother and my sister and my mother. May God bless the reading of his word. Thus, we come to the end of today's Bible reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do well to share this link with your friends and loved ones on all your social media platforms. Do well to invite them to join us as we read the Bible together. Don't worry. Hopefully tomorrow I'm looking and feeling much better. Um, yeah, tomorrow we read day 53, and I'm excited that we're in the book of Mark. I'm excited. Oh, Rume, hi. Thank you for joining tonight. Yeah, do well to join again tomorrow. And if you're watching this and you're not already subscribed, why? Why? Please click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time that we are live. Thank you for joining me this evening. Do have a lovely, 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 lovely night rest.